Hi guys, hello Starseeds, and welcome to the pre-Lionsgate. I feel the portal is open now, and I believe some other people would say so too. We've had really high Schumann resonance because we have a solar tsunami going on with our sun, sending out, I think they're called coronal CMEs or something like that, and it's these basically solar flares that have been coming out, and the magnetic wave comes in and is hitting the earth at a higher than normal rate of magnetics. So for those of you that are starseeds or empaths, I feel you feel energy very intensely. You're highly sensitive beings, so you feel the energies when they shift. Now, this is a significant shift because we've been having more or less like a flatline Schumann for many months. And I even thought it was a little odd, but as we are approaching Lionsgate, which is the definition of Lionsgate, basically in spirituality or New Age terms, is when the second sun to ours, which is called Sagittarius A, and it's there on the chart, Sagittarius A. It's also known as the galactic center. So this is taken from a more or less somewhat close geocentric position, coming from our Earth's positioning from NASA. So here we have the galactic center, Sagittarius Sirius A, also called the dog star, is I believe it's bigger than our sun, but it's located in Sagittarius. It's also sort of near the black hole, I believe. 27 degrees longitude. I think it's always around 27 degrees, but we have Pluto aligning with it, 27 degrees retrograde of Pluto in Capricorn. So we have huge transformation energy, very big changes, dramatic changes going on. But we also have our sun about to go into Leo, and it's at 29 degrees. So once we are approaching Leo season, when we here on Earth feel the illumination of the fifth house energy of Leo. Now, why is this important? Because Leo is ruled by the sun. The astrological sign of Leo is ruled by our sun. That is what rules over the fifth house. It's about protection, bravery, passion, creativity. It's also very spiritual. So the sun at 29 degrees of Cancer aligned here with Sedna, the star Sedna, the minor, I think it's a minor asteroid of Sedna in Taurus. And the idea of Sedna is sort of kind of like the Firuza Balk in Willy Wonka. It's the rich kid or the rich person who has everything and they're not satisfied because they have lost the sense of purpose. So we have here the sun in the fourth house ruled by the moon. Your emotions might be highly charged right now as it's aligning with Sedna and Taurus. Money, things, tangible goods, you can't take it with you when you die and move on to the next phase. I don't believe the soul dies, but the physical self expires is the word that's coming to me. Your expiration date. And some people say it's predestined how and when you're going to go, so to not worry about it. But your expiration date, you can't take your tangible things with you. You can't take your car with you. Taurus energy is about the stuff. And it's also about the way you appear to other people. It's the way you look. It's your face. I don't want to say plastic surgery, but like you can get a ton of plastic surgery and it won't totally heal that cancer aspect of yourself, which is the emotions that are below the surface that have to do with, self-acceptance. And, that is just Taurus Sedna energy. It's kind of that where you always feel unfulfilled no matter how much you buy, no matter how much you acquire. So with the sun here in Cancer, it's about the emotions and the feelings that are important. Now, of course, you want to have things where you feel safe and secure. Mercury is now in Leo. So you want to feel safe and secure, but Sedna is about overindulgence. It's about where you have everything and more than enough, and you don't. The story is like where someone was given everything and they just don't feel happy, and they go on a spiritual quest to figure out why. So the only reason I'm saying this is because right now, today, we have the sun aligned with Sedna and Taurus. So your emotions could be highly charged. You could feel emotional about things. There is this big starseed awakening going on, usually, a week or so before Lionsgate, maybe 10 days or more, and then even a few days after Lionsgate. Usually all of Leo season is like Lionsgate. It's highly charged, highly spiritual. There's usually a magnetic spike, which is interesting too. Usually the sun starts to send out solar flares during Leo season. Like if you see this energy, and I'll just pull up the chart, like you see these flares. They're freaking huge. And I mean, it's so off the charts. Normally we have about a 7 in the magnetics, which they say is about the magnetic of a magnet that you put on your fridge. That's normal, everyday magnetic. This is 85. Like if you don't feel it, some people feel confused during this energy. They're like, where am I going? What am I doing? They just feel very confused, which is also okay. But if you can also meditate during this energy, it is a great time to meditate. Using crystals, using clear crystals, quartz. It's already been proven that data and energy on a subatomic level is captured in quartz crystals. So you want to make sure your quartz crystals are in a good space, not around negativity. And you want to make sure your quartz crystals, you can meditate and sort of charge them with your own energy, or you can put them out in the sun in this energy. You can put your quartz out in the sun to absorb the positive rays coming in right now. Other people call it light codes. I don't personally see light codes, but some people do get downloads in the form of light codes. They see them in their mind's eye, in their third eye, and they paint them, and they're the most beautiful artwork ever. Light code artwork. Other people get light language messages, which I also don't really get. Sometimes I do, but not enough to make it like a big phrase or anything. So what I'm going to try though. So this is my video about the Lionsgate portal opening. I hope you guys are fantastic. Also, what I want to say about the Lionsgate is that it is a energetic portal, an energetic Stargate. So when you say Stargate, it's not like you're looking at something physically in front of you. It's more about the energy that you are feeling as a result of something that is not in the visible to you. Some people may say, oh, I can see the energy, and that is fine. But other people just feel it. If you're a highly sentient being, or you're an empath, you're a starseed, your DNA may feel like it's awakening again during Lionsgate. The reason being is essentially we have two suns hitting the earth at this point. We have our sun. So from a geocentric position, we're here looking up, and there's our sun. But what we're really doing is we're going around the sun. And at this moment in time, the alignment is with the other sun, Sirius A. And so we essentially have like the energy of two suns coming in. Now, some people would say, oh, we always have that, and it's so far away. It's many light years away from us, and we don't. But the thing is, it's more about, historically, this has been talked about since the Egyptian days. Like they built the pyramids to perfectly align with Orion and the Sirius A during this time. Other religions have talked about the alignment of Sirius A and the two suns hitting the earth, and the energy charge that we feel. You could feel very creative. You could feel like you're putting yourself out there doing things you wouldn't normally do. You could also just feel very activated, like where you feel alive. I know the Judgment card has been coming out a lot in tarot, and I believe that is kind of the energy. You're feeling the energy of the divine, of source, God. And you may even start to not do certain things that you used to do that could be more 3D or worldly. So you feel called to a higher calling, like, which is more of a spiritual energy, of an energetic calling. Like, you want to go out and do something. Music is big. You want to go maybe hiking, camping. Like, you want to do something where you're more in touch with source, God, nature, energies of that are like a higher vibrational energy, rather than third dimensional energies that are very connected to what's grounded, which is also fine. If you're grounded, that's totally okay. You but this is more of a high vibe energy where your feet aren't necessarily on the ground. And that's okay. So it's kind of like being at a rave for a month or for 3 weeks. You're just like, wee. And, you know, it is fun because who wouldn't want this, you know? And I'm always excited because I was even wondering the other day, you know, are we going to get magnetics this year? Like, is there going to be a magnetic storm during Lionsgate, as there usually is? And there is. So here we go. Past few days, we've had this magnetic shift, huge shift. So take advantage of it. Don't get sucked down into anything that is third dimensional where you're, you know, upset about anything. Because this is also a time also when the polarizing energies of the, you know, the sort of the darker energies could come out to pull you down. I feel like this is such a high vibe energy, though. It won't really work at all. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like trying to, you know, somebody's trying to come in and turn the light off on a party. The light will just get switched back on. So not to fear, not to worry, but don't get triggered by if you all of a sudden come across a really toxic person who's like wanting to pull you down, you know, wanting to ruin your day, especially when you're feeling this high vibrational energy and you feel great and you feel like everything's awesome, and then somebody comes in like just out of left field and you're like, what the heck? Don't let it ruin your day. Stay in the high vibrational energy. Connect with music is big. I've always used music to stay in this high vibe. So thank you guys. I may not be doing private readings. I may take that down. I may put it back up. I don't even know. Just because for me, doing private readings is like 3D. Like, I have to connect into you and what you're going through, and also connect into my higher self and what my higher self is saying going on with you. And it's kind of a 3D experience for me, although it is connecting to my angels and guides. I'm also connecting to your energy of your situation, and it just can be a little bit draining depending on the situation. So thank you guys for watching my channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Stay in the high vibe energy and take care.